Well, three of them coming together at the start. So. Come together, they've all got out very well, but there wasn't enough room. Three don't fit into two. You've got to be crazy if you're not at help to ride one of these things. Spectacular stuff here at Bibra Lake today. Called up by Spin Tomlinson, start line official. And told Gary Selby getting asked to move, evidently. You can obviously see they get very keyed up. The start is such an important part of Speedway motorcycle racing. Off and racing, good clean start from Mick Cedar as he just dived to the inside, grabbed the lead away, left Drew back in third. He looks underneath and he can't get through. Mick Cedar is gone. Oh, have a go at Mick Cedar, would you have a go? It's Tony Shields underneath Mark Drew. Mark Drew can't believe that the bloke had the cheek to do that. Mick Cedar, this is doing the world of good for Glenn O'Brien and Russell Mitchell sitting back in the pits. I'll give you the drum. As far as the total points are concerned, and Mark Drew is in a bit of trouble as they come out of turn number 4. It is Mick Cedar. Look at Tony Shields. He has a look underneath Gary Selby. Not quite there yet, but don't write him off for that second spot. As they head out now of turn number 4, and around goes Mark Drew again. He spun the model. Is he going to finish the race? I don't think so. Mick Cedar goes through with the one-lap flag. Tony Shield getting filled in. Left, right and centre. He can't see where he's going, does Tony? He got filled in deluxe from Gary Selby. But it is all Mick Cedar. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for the veteran himself. Mick Cedar is going to take the win in very convincing style indeed. Takes the win from Gary Selby. Third place, Tony Shields. Mark Drew. Don't have to be dead to be stiff, but I tell you, that's two bikes that he spun in the same spot. Maybe having a bit of a problem with the bikes in that particular part of the circuit. But this just blows the Sidecar Championship, ladies and gentlemen, way open. No points, I would say, on if it's a 3-2-1 or next to nothing that time for Mark Drew, which is unfortunate for him. But now 2002 West Australian State Sidecar Championship. And now we're getting to the final heats before we go into the final event, which is the A and B final. Their last chance at the points. And we will know probably within the next 30 minutes who will be crowned the State Sidecar Championship, the champion I should say, for 2002. Spinner Tomlinson bringing them up to the tapes. Remember, boys, you can't touch them before they start to move. Bring the engines up. Off and racing. Tony Shields out like a jet on bike number 62 as he throws the machine into turn number 1 and really gets some drive out of turn 2. We've got Pusky looking for a way through there, the boys from Collie, and ooh, just about up the tail of Pusky Crescenzi was bike number 23, Gary Marshall and Matt Hall. Spread out a little bit now, but it's Tony Shields and Chris Summerfield doing it beautifully and looking down the barrel of some very big points. They want to get into that A final to have a crack at the meaty end of the points because there's more points on the final than the heats. And it's Tony Shields and Chris Summerfield going on their winning way. 2 down and 2 to go. Back there in second place, number 88, Pusky Crescenzi and Dean Morey. In third place, Gary Marshall, Matt Hall. The General John Day with his third set of attire on today, got the checkers on now. Waves the yellow flag at Tony Shields and Chris Somerville, and they are gone. Out of here, got win written all over them at the moment. Into turns 3 and 4 for the fourth and final time. John Day goes for not 2 but 4 checkered flags. Bring home Tony Shields, Chris Summerfield. Take the win in very convincing style from Pusky Crescenzi. And Dean Murray, third place. Gary Marshall, Matt Hall winds up heat number 10 of the Sidecar State Championship. She's on with a big way now. 500cc motorcycle rider Corey Blackman swinging for him. And 106 Gary Selby and Joel Morey make up the 5 for this heat number 11. It is going to be on. Corey Blackman has swung on sidecars many times before, so he knows his way around the chair of one of these 3-wheel machines. And just switching off the 2 wheels onto 3. Told by Spin Tomlinson to come up. Like to say a very good evening to my young granddaughter, Elise Redmond, over there. She said, say hello to me, granddad, will you? So I've done that. Go on, your Elise. Off and racing now, and have a look at the start from Johnny Lowe. Oh, look at Russell Mitchell. Just dove the bike in at 300 mile an hour and grabbed the race lead away from Johnny Lowe. Pinfold's back there in second. Mark Bassett and Corey Blackman have run into bike problems. Look at the S-National champion, Russell Mitchell. And young Elliot Outman right there. Swinging for him, his first time out, and is he doing a great job. Johnny Lowe, Andy Gajak in second, back then to Paul Pinfold and Kerry Blair. And in fourth place at the moment would be Gary Selby and Joel Morey. Have a look at Johnny Lowe coming at Russell Mitchell at 1,000,000 mile an hour on the number 20 sidecar as they head out of turn number 2 for the second to last time. John Day goes for the yellow flag to let the riders know there's only one more lap to go. And it's still the ex-national champ, Russell Mitchell. Elliot Outram on the back. Through goes Johnny Lowe, Andy Gajak in front of Pinfold, back then to Gary Selby. But it's all Russell Mitchell. Experience of plenty out there as he heads down the back for the 4th and final time. Bring him home, ladies and gentlemen, Russell Mitchell. And Elliot Outram take the win in heat number 11. Ahead of Johnny Lowe and Andy Gajak, back then to Paul Pinfold, Kerry Blair. 4th across the line there was Gary Selby and Joel Morey. Let's hear it for them down the back. Come on. Put your hands together for them. State Championship on the line here at Bibra Lake tonight. And it is on. Whew. A little bit longer. On a different machine. They've got some work to do. Up they come to the line. Up come Scott Charsley and Aaron Lavery. Glenn and Nathan O'Brien. Bike number 1, 65 mixed seater. Roy Potter. Number 70, Mark Drew and Steve Blair on the NT1. Northern Territory number 1. Have won at 97, 99 and 2000. The state title up there. The Birch brothers, Dan and Chris, number 14. The hands of the starter, Spin Tomlinson. Off and racing. Great start from mixed seater. Let's have a look as they head into turn number 1. Mark Drew's in second. Whoa! One passenger has come off one of the machines. And maybe, don't know, are they clear of the racetrack? Machine is still on, and red lights. We have a red light. Something on the racetrack over there, and the passenger coming off would have been Aaron Lavery, I think. Scott Charsley's passenger it was. Or was it? No, it wasn't. It was Birch. Sorry, Chris Birch. It was the rider that... the sign. Okay, getting told to come up the line now. Time marches on, and the official's right on the job. Okay, number 14, Dan and Chris Birch being told to head to the grass. Out you go, boys. They're not happy, but that's the rules. Okay, 4 riders up on the line, minus Dan and Chris Birch. We've got Cedar Mark Drew. Scott Charsley, Glenn and Nathan O'Brien, our gate 5. Not happy. That's the rules, unfortunately. Tate's fly off and racing. Oh, great start that time from Mick Cedar again. And look at Glenn O'Brien on the inside. Oh, yeah, get out of town. Glenn and Nathan O'Brien charge to the race lead. Can you believe this? Mick Cedar on the outside. He's seemed Glenn O'Brien underneath, but Mick Cedar not going to have a bar of that. Oh, that was brilliant from the O'Brien brothers, but Mick Cedar equal to the challenge. Mark Drew and Stevie Blair got some work in front of them. Back there in third place. What a ride from Mick Cedar. Oh, they prop momentarily. That allows Mark Drew has run out of motor. Bad luck indeed for Mark Drew. Terrible bad luck. We've got Mick Cedar, Glenn and Nathan O'Brien. Something drastically wrong with the Mark Drew machine. Let's get back where the action's happening, and it is Mick Cedar with a lap to go. Race not finished yet. Glenn and Nathan O'Brien are absolutely doing the job big time on a strange bike in third place. We would have Scott Charsley and Alan Lavery, but ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. They've done it. Mick Cedar takes the win. Absolutely brilliant. With Roy Palmer in the chair, Glenn and Nathan O'Brien, I'm sure they'll have to be pretty happy with that second place. Third place goes to Scott Charsley. Aaron Lavery, bad luck indeed for Mark Drew and Steve Blair. Mick Cedar and Russell Mitchell now sit atop of the points table. This is going to be very interesting, keeping in mind now that the with Glenn O'Brien definitely in there and a couple of points further back. End of the A final, and then you would have a two-bike run-off to decide who would be the WA State Sidecar champion. Let's have a look down now, the B final. The very distinctive number 95, Paul Pinfold. Scott Charsley, bike number 16. Sorry, his points are 16. His bike number 22. Thank you. Gary Selby on bike number 106, Pusky Crescenzi, number 88. And 14, the Birch Brothers, off and racing. Oh, great start there from 106, Gary Selby. He's charged to the race lead. Paul Pinfold gets squeezed down low, but comes out in second. They head down the back for the first out of 4 times. What a great start from bike number 106, Gary Selby and Darren Morey. They lead the charge in the B final from Paul Pinfold. Back then to Dan and Chris Birch, followed through by Pusky Crescenzi, and right in behind them would be Scott Charsley. They're just about to come up to the halfway point. 2 down and 2 to go. This is the B final of the 2002 State Sidecar Championship. Bike number 106, Gary Selby and Darren Morey leading the charge and looking the goods at the moment. Paul Pinfold and Kerry Blair. That very radical sidecar with a big wing and barge board on. Looking pretty good at the moment back there in second, but starting to close on with the Birch Brothers. Then to Pusky Crescenzi, followed through there with 1 lap to go. At the tail of the field by Scott Charsley. John Day goes for the double checkered flag, and the B final winner comes out of turn number 4 for the 4th and final time. Let's hear it for 106, Gary Selby. And Darren Morey just hanging on for second was Paul Pinfold and Kerry Blair in a very good third. To number 14, Dan and Chris Birch. Whew. The pace was on. Give the high fives to the fans over in the back straight. Let's hear it for them. They've put in their all here today in the running of their state championship. Fortunately, these boys didn't get through to the top 5, but through no lack of trying. Come on, put your hands together for them. They've tried hard. The winner of the B final, Gary Selby and Darren Morey, do a victory lap, and well, they may. So they should. They're pretty happy with that as the mob light up down the back straight. Well done, fellas. The rest of the boys go for the WA State Sidecar Championship for 2002. Russell Mitchell. Elliot Outram. They're on down the back straight. We have Johnny Lowe and Andy Gajek. We have Glenn and Nathan O'Brien. Tony Shields. Chris Summerfield. Mick Cedar and Roy Potter. As they go down the back straight, put your hands together for them, because this is where it's all at right now. Cedar and Mitchell locked together on 26 points apiece. O'Brien just 2 points further back.